Hey guys, it's Fancy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And it has been brought to my attention by a couple other creators that certain creators out there have the email that I had in my Patreon between Nicholas and Dawn. And I wanted to come on and say some things. I took them out of my Patreon because I did not feel that they were in there in a way that people would understand what they were looking at. The words that he says in these emails are shocking. The things that he talks about are shocking, just like his text messages between him and Gypsy are shocking. So the thing that you don't know is that during the time that those letters were being written, Dawn Boker was communicating with Gypsy Rose and Christy Blanchard. I did not send Dawn in to talk to Nicholas. When she brought them to me, when she came to me, she came with all of those emails with her. She had already been messaging him and emailing him for years. So, I know that I don't have the full collection because she didn't give them to me. She only gave me ones that she wanted me to have. I also have a couple of communications with some other women that was talking to him at different times. And what these prove is that, yes, Nick is a man who can be persuaded to have some pretty sinister thought processes. But he does not have those thought processes of his own volition. These thought processes are heavily manipulated by women that choose to prey on his disabilities. And I find it rather disgusting, and I think it's foul and pathetic. And if I had not gone back to school to better understand this case, I would have never better understood who Nicholas is, what his thought process is, what his motivations are, what causes him to speak the way he speaks, and what can make him do things that he would never do without manipulation, and heavy manipulation at that. And I did not understand him. I put those emails out during a period of time that I didn't know what I was looking at. I just found them as shocking as you will. But I encourage you to not listen to the people who are going to pick and choose and cherry pick what emails they show you and are not going to tell you the circumstances of what was going on at the time that those emails were coming back and forth between him and these women. Does it make him a saint? No. Does he have thoughts that probably are very, very intrusive? Yes. Should he be able to get help for those? Absolutely. Is his father any help in that? No. After Stephanie passed away, Nicholas has nobody who believed in his life that he could get mental health help. His father believes that it is not something that people should get. He does not believe in psych medications. He does not believe in therapy. He doesn't believe in any of that. And that is not going to help Nicholas in any way, shape, or form, regardless of what anyone thinks about him. Nicholas is disturbed. He has a lot of mental issues, but they are not issues that if he were to seek out the proper help, that he would not be able to overcome them. What makes Nicholas dangerous, and why I've always said he shouldn't be out walking around, is because of the heavy susceptibility to manipulation that he exhibits. He is heavily manipulated by the women that he loves. And could he be manipulated to unalive someone again, possibly? Yes. If he believes it's the right thing to do, if he believes that he is protecting someone, if he feels his back is against the wall and that's the only way out, yes, he could do that again. That's why I believe that at very least there is reasonable doubt to believe whether or not he actually is the person who dealt the final blow that caused Claudinia to pass away. There's enough reasonable doubt. That's why I believe that he deserves a fair trial. I believe that the media and the Blanchard family have villainized, crucified him, and did all of this to get a specific outcome. I believe that his lawyers failed him. And I believe that at very least, Nicholas should be held on second-degree murder with the possibility of parole if he is able to get through treatment and sustain his life in a manner that they believe that he would be safe to come out into society. Do I think he should just come out into society and live a normal life with his father and his family? No. I really truly believe that he should be in some sort of facility where he can get extensive medical treatment, continuous medical treatment, and maybe he will have the ability to live some semblance of a normal life, but maybe a halfway house or something along the lines of, a recovery house, something like that. But at very least, he was not given a fair trial. He should never have been tried for first degree murder because he does not understand the actual ramifications of his actions. He does not understand the consequences. He does not know how to deliberate with conscience and thought process. He doesn't. And based on those things, he should have only been tried for second degree. That is all I've ever said. Did I play a part in crucifying him in the media? I sure did. Did I villainize him? I did. And I was manipulated to do so. Now that I have much more education and much better understanding of Nicholas as a person, I see him for what he is. Is he dangerous? He is. But only because of his susceptibility to this absolute manipulation by women. And he continues to be manipulated by women today. In fact, his NPG cornerstone is part of that. They are not doing him any service. The catty things that they're putting out there, the AI voices that they're using, the shaming of people and different things and coming at me and all of the different stuff, it is not helping Nicholas's case in any way, shape, or form, and it will not help him at the Supreme Court level in any way. We all had hoped that that would be something that would be positive for Nicholas. And yes, his father is supposedly involved. And if that's what his father is allowing, then you have to think about, would his father be the best person to advocate for him? And he's not. So I ask if you see them, if you hear about these. I eventually will be releasing them and explaining them and talking about the circumstances of how they came about, but not today. But if you see them out there, please remember there's a story there, and it's probably not the one you've heard so far. Have a good one from the Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys.